Hello and welcome. Jettatura here. Today we'll be talking about pickpocketing, or I suppose more specifically, the sleight of hand skill that pickpocketing and all things thievery such as trap disarming and lockpicking rely on. You can enhance proficiency with the skill by increasing your dexterity ability score. Rogues, rangers, and bards can all get expertise to further enhance this proficiency. It acts as double proficiency. Skills are determined by proficiency bonus added to your ability modifier. For example, we will take the rogue who get expertise and 2 skills of their choice at level 1. We are going to take sleight of hand as proficiency and add expertise on top of that. At level 1, the proficiency bonus is +2. Expertise makes that +4. Our rogue will start at 16 dexterity, which gives an ability modifier of +3. Our skill in sleight of hand comes out to being +7 on sleight of hand ability checks. As Baldur's Gate 3 goes up to level 12, the max proficiency bonus we can get excluding expertise is +4. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit off track. Let's get back to pickpocketing and the effect it has on the world of Baldur's Gate 3. You can bypass needing to wait until quest completion to get rewards, possibly saving multiple hours in some respects. This can have a number of benefits, but is not without its drawbacks as well. It is possible to fail the stealth check, which is a separate ability check, than sleight of hand. It is possible to fail the sleight of hand itself. It is possible to not get far enough away from the scene of the crime and then have an interaction with the NPC you stole from. There is also a case of where if you steal an item from a chest, whether they catch you or not, you can lock yourself out of interactions with an NPC. However, that could change in the full release, as I could see them adding a deception check there. Sorry I don't have footage of that specific interaction. I don't want to spoil too much, Early Access Act 1 or not. Another video of mine that you may or may not have seen, I detailed the steps necessary to max out your charisma score by level 4 for the classes that benefit most from that. Thanks to a helpful comment reminding me that many quest items reside in the pockets of NPCs and are not generated as a reward like you would think, you can bypass that whole quest line. At least currently in Early Access. The whole aspect of the item in question is a bit glitchy though, honestly. You don't even have to be missing your eye to use it. You will not use the item when I double click it, but will still give you the permanent +1 to charisma. However, this only currently works for your main character. Using it on Astarion or even Volo had no effect, though it could have been that I used it on my main character first despite not being consumed. Theoretically, if you meet a different NPC who messes with your eyes, who I won't spoil here, then you can even use this trick to remove the debuff that causes. A cool thing is that NPCs you steal from and then proceed to do quest completion for anyway, will react to having the item being missing from their inventory when they go to reward you. I've only tested this with Volo and Wrath, but is most likely the case with all NPCs. Larian did a lot of work to make sure the world is consistent with your actions. Pickpocketing cannot, however, remove items that NPCs have equipped, such as a particular intelligence enhancing crown, which has been confirmed by Wolfheart FPS as being unchanged in the full version you played at the behest of Larian Studios. Anyway, thanks for watching. I may make more videos leading up to the actual release, but don't expect anything in-depth outside of videos on spells, as many things could change from early access. And I don't want to give out false information. While I do not expect the design of spells to drastically change as they exist in tabletop D&D as well. However, once the game is fully released, I plan to make more guide videos. Though keep in mind, there are multiple ways to do things in this massive game. Larian themselves say it is just about impossible to be a completionist. Please leave your comments below. They have been very helpful, and this video itself may not have existed without someone pointing out something I may have missed. Subscribe if you want to, and take care. See you next time.